Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Daniel. This is Jonathan. We are here with episode 2 of Attack on Titan, season 4.
Sheesh.
A lot happened last time.
How confused are you still from episode 1?
It's a little bit jumbled. Still a little bit of jumbled information. It's still like a lot of exciting information, and I want to understand it. I want to know everything now, but I know that it's going to take passes, right? And obviously, like getting people's comments and. You know, not most people don't get every single detail the first watch. Right. And so and even though we get like the majority of the details up to a point, once we get to the end of the show and we go back and rewatch, there's details that we missed. Right. Otherwise, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
everything's happening so fast.
Well, it happened fast. And not only that, there's all these new characters. And we just learned about the Marleyans and Eldians, and now we're thrust into this war.
Right.
And it's like Falco, Colt,
Gabby,
Galliard, Gabby, all these like new names,
right?
And then I was confused. I was like, oh, these are Marleyans with Eldians fighting, and they made it seem that it was the Eldians. Then I switched it, and then I was like, no, that's wrong again.
Well, because they told us it's 800 Eldians,
right? And they said something else,
but it was
that threw me off.
Well, and then it ends up being that it's a, what do they call it? Mid-East allied.
Oh, like an ally, and probably an Eldian ally, probably the last ally left, protecting them from
the
Marleyans to get to the remaining ones on the island.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot obviously happening with this war, like a complex political thing between these two. But the part that really threw me off is like we lost Colossal and Female, and I was like, well, Colossal and Female the Marleyans have, so maybe this is the Eldians.
Right.
So obviously, unless I misread all that, they lost them and they got them back at some point.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we're just ready to hop in, to kind of get some more clarity on what all this stuff means.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Before we do, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. We also have our full interactions over on our Patreon and early access to future episodes. Let's hop in.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
I hope we get to see these guys again in this episode.
True. We didn't. Yeah, it's a good call. We didn't even see our crew.
どの国も双方時、中東連合国を称えている。これがかの大国マーレの勝利だと言えるのか。マガト。
Zeke's there. They've gotten smarter. Right. Interesting.
Dang. Oh, dang.
Oh.
Their roof's already blown up.
我々は戦争の主導権を失う。いや、すでに遅れを取っている。
It's like he has a little bit more respect, it seems like.
Yeah.
今こそパラディ島作戦を再開し、通常兵器の開発に力を注ぐ
If they get the knowledge? Oh, but they're not royal blood, though.
それまで諸外国が黙っているでしょうか。
あと1年足らずだったな。
ええ、コルトが私の獣の能力をすべて引き継げるのがとても不安でして。
4年前の雪辱を果たしたいというわけか。
グリシャ・イエーガーの行いに終止符を打つのは、かつての息子である私でなくてはなりません。
So this is in the year leading up to
them going into attack. But he says 1 year left in your term.
That's my thing, is the 13 years.
Does he mean that? Because obviously they came and attacked, and then it's been 5 years since the attack, and he's still around. So maybe that term is just his contract with the military? He says, you have 1 year left in your term, correct? Well, but then he says, yes, but I don't think that Colt can assume the full power of the Beast Titan. But then he said just then, you're trying to something about your trying to make up for your defeat from 4 years ago. What defeat was that? Because the way they may put this is right after the war ended.
Right, because rooftops are blown off and all of that, and they have the newspapers on the table.
Right. Yeah. The highlighting how good the Mideast.
The first Titan we see in episode 1 is Colossal. So Colossal could already be at Paradis. So can Annie. So all of that storyline is happening over there while they're in this like 1 year here of his final term, that he finally goes back over and is somehow gonna reconnect with Armored and Raina.
Maybe, but then were they given the go ahead to attack
infiltrate
Paradis? Seems like they're just not planning that now.
Yeah, he does.
1年でパラディ島を落とせるらしいな。
私には1年しか残されていないという。
What? The timing doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, unless they're lying.
パラディ島に向かった調査船は一隻も帰ってきていない。
それは巨人一体の仕業とは。
Attack Titan?
調査船に立ちふさがったのではないでしょうか。 敵の脅威は巨人だけじゃない。
Levi and Mikasa. Memories?
楽しい夢でも見てるみたいだったから起こさないでおいてやったよ。
Oh,
That's Galliard. He was having
例には及ばん。
a memory of Levi.
そもそも
Yeah.
9年前に俺が鎧を
Or
継承して
Mikasa.
いればこんなことにはならなかった。その辺の巨人に食われることもなかった。
マルセルの記憶を見たのか。
Oh man, this is confusing. All the different
大層
layers.
な名前を付けられた。兄貴のアギトを
This is the future.
あの女の意志だろ。
that's true because she was.
じゃあお前はあの島で何をしたんだ。女の記憶を通してお前を見たが。
So that's
あれなん
Ymir.
だ。随分と頼
So
れ
he's
る
got
男を
Ymir's
気取って
memory.
いる
Yes.
ピグ。
大丈夫か。
人間に戻るのは2ヶ月ぶりだからね。その度に二足歩行を忘れてしまうよ。
Since I've been a human.
それよりライナー、ガビたちに顔を見せてあげなよ。
Why are they calling him Reiner, man? That's confusing. He's the new armored titan. This is the new
久しぶりに会った気がするな。
Ymir.
Ymir.
歩いていいの？
みんなも無事だったか。ガビ。
Man, they're making us
普
like
通です。
be on the side of these titans.
Yeah.
こんな機会めったにないよ。
ブラウンさんは寝てた方がいいんじゃないですか。
Mr. Braun.
Uh-oh.
Titan.
待って。
Oh.
They were just different.
He got a memory. That was like a memory. I think he was looking at his old friends when he was a kid.
Oh my god, bro. I'm so freaking lost. I'm gonna have to watch this 10 times and in English.
実際に鎧の継承権を獲得するのはガビになりそうだ。
あなたを慕う少女がこのまま鎧を継承すれば、ガビの寿命は27歳。
She's gonna get it now, though?
あなたはそれでいいんですか？
I think he's gonna change, and this is right now.
今お前なんて言った？
名誉マーレ人として栄誉と誇りを
Yeah, he said, and she'll die when she's 27.
祖国マーレの忠
And
誠を存分に示す権利が得られることと存じます。俺です。
そうだ。この真っ暗な俺たちの未来から。
man, the timeline doesn't make sense to me, though.
Yeah.
How is he already at the point to where he would need to be absorbed? If that's the Reiner, this is the new Reiner? Because I think the Reiner and Ymir we know from season 3 and before are them now.
So this is future, not past.
Right, and not far in the future because Beast Titan is still Zeke.
True. And Zeke has a year left on his term, assuming that wording was.
Right. I mean, I guess it could be that Beast Titan became Beast Titan way later than Ymir did and Zeke. I mean, Ymir and Reiner.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much later it is because he had the memory of Levi. And at first I was thinking, well, maybe
Right.
but the memory has to come from something.
How many years ago did they say they lost armor?
He said you lost 4 years ago.
No. I'm saying how many years ago did he say they lost Armored and the female Titan in episode 1? Because
He didn't give a time.
Because losing Armored he did. I think he did. He said 9 years ago, like we did 9 years ago. Remember, he said how we lost Armored and the female Titan. The female Titan was Annie, so she's already been lost. And then losing
Colossal Bertho. That's what they're referring to.
That's where I'm
I think you're
thinking
right
now. That's what he's
a
referring
massive
to.
time jump.
Yes, because that would have been 9 years ago when they lost him.
Oh my god! No wonder we're
But what defeat is he referring to that the Beast suffered 4 years ago?
Right, if that was 9 years ago, right?
Which would have been a defeat that happened 4 years.
Oh no! Okay, the math might make sense. 9 years ago, they went on a mission to get the Founding Titan.
Right.
So Colossal attacks the walls, all that stuff, right? We see little Eren and little Mikasa. They start to train 5 years later.
Right.
Is when that big battle, the big battle of Levi taking down the Beast Titan and attacking him. That's 5 years later.
So which
was 4 years ago.
4 years. So 5 9.
So he lost 4 years ago.
Okay.
So he's referring to Levi taking him out and him having to run away with on the platypus.
Okay. Dang. So then, yeah, and that's
how can we go back to our episode 1s
and just
so I'll be like, hey, no,
scratch that. Which is crazy that we just kind of If this is correct,
No, I think
put that together.
That helps tie the story together more, because around that time, no, but it doesn't make sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense. So you have, that was 9 years ago. So then 4 years ago, the Beast went out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And around that time, they lost Colossal. Annie has just been trapped, female
Right.
Titan, but maybe they found a way to get to her. But around that time, remember Ymir was writing a letter to Historia?
Yep, to Historia.
So this is still 4 years ago, whenever they gave up their...
Ymir's Titan.
Yeah, and that's her tied up. I think that's her giving up her Titan.
I agree.
So that's 4 years ago. That's only 4 years ago. And so then Reiner was there next to her when she was writing that note. And his time was almost up as well.
Right.
Which means they've only had it for 4 years. So they still have 9 years left.
Right.
By that timeline. So why are they already saying that someone's about to inherit the Armored Titan?
Well, but remember, how many years was it from the beginning of the show when, because
Colossal.
Yeah. When Colossal. Because
yeah, but
remember,
Armor was
Berthold-
there, but that was a different. You know what? This is the same Reiner. It's just been
an older version of
4 years have passed, so he has a beard and he's a little older.
Okay.
So
yes, that's.
So I thought that Reiner was almost at the end of his time as well, with Ymir.
Right.
But that's not the case.
Yeah, because Berthold and Reiner were training with them in the Scouts in the first season.
Right.
So they had already been.
They had already been Titans, and then Ymir got eaten. Ymir ate their comrade when they were out like in the desert.
Correct.
So then Ymir's time started. Her 13 years started later.
Oh man.
Okay, I think we got it, guys. Okay, let's read this.
We think.
Eldian armband. These armbands are used to differentiate the Eldian devils from the other races. Eldians of higher classes may have armbands with different colors. Armband color can also vary depending on if the Eldian is in the military or regular civilian. It is mandatory for the Eldians and Marley to wear their armband when they go outside. Okay, so it shows their status, basically.
Right. Which is why, if you go back to season 3, where they show us
a young
Grisha and his sister.
They're civilian.
Their mom tells them to put on that.
Yeah, before they walk out. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're good. I think, so that is Reiner. He just looks totally different.
Right.
All right.
Ribeiro.
Man, now I'm curious about like Eren and all of them.
Yeah, where they're at. What are they doing?
Then why are they making us?
I know, right? So emotional.
I know. These guys back here.
God almighty. Severe injuries.
Oh, that's messed up.
PTSD taken.
Oh, he doesn't have the leg. Is she like related to Reiner? Like, why is
she reminds me a little bit of Hanji.
Yes, Jaw Titan.
That's the platypus one, right?
Maybe, yeah, it would make sense. Maybe he is changing his mind.
Oh, she's related to Reina.
That's her mom. His mom. These are Eldians who are totally bought into the
Right, Marleyan.
Remember, he also had like that split thing where you keep forgetting.
Personality.
Nephew. So that's his cousin.
That's not true.
Dang, he's thinking about Sasha.
Yeah.
I bet he's having more positive memories. That's all.
Gosh almighty.
That's what they.
Irvin.
That's supposed to be like a.
Nah.
But the way he said, like, she offered half a potato and it wasn't even half.
Right.
That was like the evil thing she did. Or brainwashed. Something's going on with his head. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, Was that him?
どうしたガビ？元気？
Wait.
That went by so fast.
心配してたよ。私にはわからないけ
He
ど。
looks rough for being
鳥のおばさ
24.
んにはわかるみたいだったよ。
24, 25.
Oh no, that was somebody.
Oh. PTSD maybe? Or someone else?
Probably.
先の戦いで通常兵器が巨人兵器を上回る未来がエルディア人はより生存権を脅かされる立場になる。早急に始祖の巨人とパラディ島の資源をマーレに収めること。
So you're gonna try again?
まずは改めて世界に知らしめなければならない。物語には語り手が必要だ。
潜水の巨人を管理するタイバー家。
Warhammer?
タイバーフリッツ王を退けた一族
This
と
is
して
it, the ninth one?
諸外国に
That
世
sounds
界
scary.
の耳を傾けざるを得ないでしょう。
さすがピークちゃんだ。
今さら出てきて英雄を気取るなんて虫が良すぎませんか。
タイバー家も祖国マーレを憂いているんだ。
しかし俺たちは
これで祖国マーレが救われるならありがたいことです。
So they don't really fight the Warhammer, the
この
Tybers?
レベリオでタイバー家は宣言を行う。
Which is?
1年以内にパラディ島を制圧すると。祖国マーレの未来のために今一度
Oh, somebody's writing this.
まあ任務
Oh, maybe it was a recording.
密室でこの内容なら問題ないだろう。
ジークの一言がなければこの部屋にはいない。
Oh, that little thing was recording?
The record player.
It's like he knows they're listening.
Yeah, because remember when they were smoking a cigarette? He
Oh,
came-
right.
He came over.
Oh, man. So they're gonna go back.
Yeah, that's the plan.
What the heck, dude?
Oh, okay. So there's a way for them to get back without a ship, maybe. We didn't see anything on how Colossal or how Armored and he got back to the island or from the island.
Beast
Paradis.
and Armored.
Yep. And the platypus looking one, Jaw Titan. That's what I think is they're calling him.
Yeah. Jaw Titan.
Yeah.
Crazy jaw. Runs on all fours.
Mhm.
So what's his power? He's just quick and hop around.
Yeah.
Like a frog, kind
Until we
of.
see it later, yeah. But it sounds, yes, you're right. Here's the part where I'm telling you is he came through and said Eldians don't have
Privacy. Yeah.
And so that's where why they're recording them or listening in on them. But was that Galliard that was playing them the recording?
I gotta go see. So
Okay.
I want to go to that scene. Actually, this one, to the scene when they're in the room, because I want to hear their their conversation again real quick. Yeah, when he was seeing memories of his own memories of
Mikasa coming in to blow him up.
right
Yeah, that's Mikasa.
when she stood in his mouth with the thunder spear. Maybe
Yes.
7. Thank you for back then.
助かったよ。
Oh yeah, because he's the one that came and got him. Remember,
that's
he was
right.
pinned against what Hanji had him against the wall.
Mhm.
And Beast and Jaw Titan came and took
Got
him.
But so Galliard, this is not Jaw Titan. Jaw Titan is the one who got him.
Oh, that's right. You're right. This is Galliard. You're right.
So I think maybe here he's talking about from when he went down at when he's tearing down the trains and then
And the war. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry. Yeah, the Jaw Titan saved him years ago. He saved him just here recently.
yes.
助かったよ。
So 9 years ago, Armored Titan.
Yeah. If I'd headed to the Armored Titan 9 years ago, this wouldn't have happened.
兄貴がお前をかばってその辺
So his brother was the Galliard Titan, and he's telling him, "My brother would not have protected you."
And been eaten by a Titan
の巨人
either.
に食われることもなかった。
Marcel. That's Marcel's brother.
記憶を見たのか。
Oh man, I got it.
Marcel is the one that Ymir ate, I think,
Yeah.
and Marcel is his brother. Remember, that's why they were together when Ymir
Mhm,
woke up and
mhm.
ate him.
But I learned enough from that girl before me, Ymir.
So Marcel is the guy Ymir ate. That was a Titan.
Who had the what do they call
Skull
him?
face.
Skull. That's the one they call.
Galliard.
Yeah,
So
the one
that's
they're calling
his name,
Galliard.
but I
That's his
don't-
name, but whatever
right.
that Titan's called.
Correct. Is who he is now.
Okay, so he's that Titan now. Got it from Ymir.
Ymir got
Ymir
it from
got
Marcel.
it from Marcel, which
Must be his brother.
is that what he said? Would have protected you and been eaten. Oh, did he push right out? I can't remember that scene whenever Ymir gets him and eats him.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Was he trying to protect Reiner and that's why he got eaten?
Yep.
Something like that, maybe?
Yes.
かばって
So then his brother originally had that Titan. Ymir took it from him, and then he took it back from Ymir.
Right. which makes me think 9 years ago Ymir wasn't close to her 13 years, so they maybe didn't before her 13 years were up. Which she knew because in season 2, when she's riding on Colossal and Chris is trying to talk her out of it, she tells them she has to go back and pay for the whatever.
Yeah, and then she's like, well, she said, I'm going to die soon anyway, but maybe she means I'm going to die soon as in I'm going to have to give up my Titan.
Right, knowing that she's going back for this, like their plan.
Right. And she's going along with them because Ymir is just a person who had nothing to do with anything.
Correct.
Just happened to be, but she has all the memories of, I guess, Marcel, who was part of the crew.
Right.
What do we call that Titan again? What are we calling it? So the jaw Titan, we're thinking platypus.
Right.
Oh, they called it earlier something else.
Did they?
Or maybe I'm just thinking of jawbone.
Jaw. See, this is where
Yeah.
to her that we got my brother's jaw back. Oh, so maybe he is jaw then.
Yeah, because he was like biting to the ground. It was like a skull. So maybe the platypus has a different name.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah. Something's going on through his head too.
Yeah.
Pretending to be a reliable guy. Because back then he was liking them.
Right.
I'd say you were imitating my brother.
So trying to be like his brother. But
this
then
might
see,
be. Bipedal thing. That might.
Well,
so she's the platypus. Wait, hold on.
Could it be? But see, how do you get
bipedal is like 2, right?
Yeah.
I kind of forgot the whole bipedal thing.
And she was on all 4s.
But what is she? But then
how do you come out of a Titan and survive and be a human again?
So that could have been. Oh man, this is confusing. That platypus Titan could have maybe wasn't an intelligent Titan, and it was just being controlled by Beast. By Zeke. He was sitting on his back, and his eyes were red.
Right. But
that was her
as an
and it's only. But then she.
But as a pure Titan, how do you convert back to a person?
Yeah, no, you have to eat an intelligent Titan, and the ability of the intelligent Titan would be to become that platypus. So that would have been. But then it would explain like why she can't be on all 4.
Correct. Yeah, because she's still.
Oh, you know what that might mean? That might mean she stayed in that Titan form for 2 months, in the platypus Titan form for 2 whole months.
Right, but how does she come out of that?
No. Like she was already an intelligent Titan. It's like how Eren can become Attack Titan.
Oh, okay.
And then just stay in the nape for 2 months.
Dang, that's a long time.
That is. Maybe that's what she means. She's been 2 months since I've been a human. I kind of forgot the whole bipedal, so I kind of forgot how to walk. And so she's having to use a crutch. So she could stay a Titan for a long time.
Yeah.
I hope we're not completely wrong.
Yeah, I hope not.
Oh man, someone's watching this in the comments and thinking like, these guys are completely lost.
Yeah, they're like, these guys are no brains.
Man, that's fun though. It's fun to kind of try to piece things together.
Yeah, and theorize it all.
We're learning so much about the other half, and we're starting to kind of like almost gain a little bit of sympathy, and like it's
like you said, we're almost kind of on their side now.
Yeah, like you're humanizing them, and obviously Reiner, something's going on with him, and I think part of him misses because he spent all those years, like he went with the mission, but like he went through something, and like he kind of felt a connection to everybody on that island.
Yeah,
you know, the crew and everything. So,
but then he also kind of talks about them in an ill-minded way when they're at dinner. Saying they're all devils, and but I think he's maybe just hiding the fact that he
hiding it.
Has like, remorse or love for them in a way.
In a way, yeah. Especially because he would have moments of where he would become, he'd forget what he was doing.
Yeah,
and then he would forget that he was like a warrior, basically.
Yeah, and feel like he was part of them.
Yeah. Man, what an interesting, crazy spin on everything.
And I'm glad we kind of piece it together that we're not it's not a flashback, it's a
flash
future.
Forward.
Yeah, which makes sense. You know, season 3, season 4, now we're in the future, but again, this show does go back a lot and give flashbacks, so that's why.
Yeah, that's why we assumed that, and it looked different enough from Reiner, but they were calling him Reiner, which was throwing us off, and we didn't really get clarity that.
And Zeke's glasses are different, I think.
Yeah, they're the same circle shape, but have a crazy design.
Yeah,
man, I'm really curious about how the crew's doing, because what is Aaron had only 8 years left, and this is 4 years later, so only has 4 years left. So now we're dealing with older. By the way, whenever Reiner got there, he was only 12. That's what he said.
Right.
He's approaching his 13 years, so that's like a 24, 25-year-old Reiner, which means Aaron. We had been seeing Aaron, Armin, and all them at about like I guess like 15.
15.
They were 15 to 17.
I think it was 10 when the first attack happened, and then 5 years later after their
something like that.
Training,
maybe a little bit older. I think because they're pretty close to also the age of Reiner and which means now they're closer to 20. A little bit over, a little under, around 20 years old. So who knows how different? Remember, even at the end of last season, Aaron was letting his hair grow.
Yep.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited what he can do now as a Titan, or even Armin.
I mean, he knows how to harden skin.
And what can colossal Titan Armin do now?
True.
A lot of questions. I'm excited, but that's all we got for today, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you want to check out the full length reactions, it's over on our Patreon. Also, early access episodes over there as well. Or you can subscribe to this channel if you want to keep watching alongside with us here. Yep. Otherwise, we'll be back next week with episode 3. But until then, we will catch you on the next one. Peace.